कुंज बिहारी कुंज बिहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनना व्रज जनरंजन यशोदनना व्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्री राधा भगवान ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायण नमस्कृतं वन्दे नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भागवतरुत्तम श्लोके कलौ Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, chapter 13, verse number 28. Meha Devanam Helanam Vayamanopi Idana Grihanti Bhagan Swan Deva Sarvasachana Napidamiha Devanam Helanam Vayamanopi Hina Yanna Griha Yanna Grinanti Bhagan Swan Deva Karma Sachana Napidameha Devanam Helanam Vayamanopi Yanna Grinanti Bhagan Swan Deva Karma Sachana Napidameha Devanam Helanam Vayamanopi Yanna Grinanti Swan Devaha Karma Sachana यन्न गृह्णन्ति भागान् स्वान् not not no not Idama can find Iha in this connection Devanam of the demigods Helanam in salt neglect Vayam we Anu minor Api even Ketu because of which na not Runanti except Bhagan shares Swan one Ya who Deva the demigod Karma Sankina witness for the sacrifice. Translation and purport by Vivekananda Sarana Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Dear King, we do not find any reason that the demigods should feel insulted or neglected in any way. But still the demigods who are witness for the sacrifice do not accept their shares. We do not know why this is so. It it is indicated here in that if there is negligence on the part of the priest, the demigods do not accept their shares in sacrifices. Similarly, the devotional service, there are offenses known as sway aparada, seva aparada. Those who are engaged in worshipping the deity, Radha and Krishna, in the temple should avoid such offenses is received in this service. The offenses in service are described in the nectar of devotion. If we simply make a show of offering services to the deity but do not care for the seva, certainly the Radha Krishna deity will not accept offering from such non-devotees. Devotees engaged in temple worship should therefore not manufacture their own method but should strictly follow the regulative principle of cleanliness and then offerings will be accepted. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Anybody knows what is the situation is going on in the kingdom of the pain? Devatas, other Rishi Munis, they do sacrifice for the divinity. But demigods, they are not accepting those. And the Ritik priests, they are saying, oh, we did all the good things and the right way, strictly follow the rules and regulation and we did everything. Still, they are not accepting. That means what? what is wrong, something wrong here. They are asking about that. We do not find the reason that the demigods should feel insulted or neglected. I mean, if we are doing sacrifice also, so who is witness? That means who is around there too. They are also not essential. Far away, they are not talking about far away only. Some of the demigods at that time they come. When they invite to the demigods, they should come and represent over there. But all negligence of the part of the priest, demigods do not accept their shares inside. That's why in the age of Kali, only this yajna for the Treta Yuga. Kriti Dhyato Vishnu, Tretayam Yajromakai, Dvaparyam Paricharyayam, Talautar, Harikirtana. In the age of Krita Yuga, that means Satya Yuga, tapasya, meditation. And then after Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, Makhai, big sacrifice. And Yajna Purus will manifest and he is um, tapasya successful after that, after having done something to the Yajna Purus. And the meditation within the heart, they can see the Lord. And then that's successful. In the Dwapar Yuga, big temple just worshipping by the Murti, and Murti manifested. Even though only 5,000 years, 500 years also the Lord manifested from the Murtis. So, and doing seva is good. Same time seva aparad, nama aparad, dhamma aparad, seva aparad, the varieties of aparad. Seva aparad means while we are doing service, at that time we are uh, doing seva, but our mind is not proper way, and paraphernalia also not clean. Our heart, our body, our clothes is not clean, and we are not doing the proper way. That means pay attention. We have to pay attention. Otherwise, seva aparad will come. It's not easy. Only to become pujari and just not easy. If you are not, if we are not doing the right path, right way, not following strictly rules and regulations, it's going to harm ourselves. It's not going to harm to others, but ourselves. If we are not careful about the seva aparat, they are not accepting. Even though we are offering to them. Sometimes, in the pujaris also class. In between the pujaris, there is class. And at that time, Lord definitely not will accept. Still, we are doing all the things there. With the devotee, not in harmony, and mind is diverted here and there, and sometimes enemy each other too. Fight. That means how Asanta Shekutosuka is nobody is taking peace, no Santi. So, and some of the devotees, they are just conquered their mind and they are thinking in this way I have to do. But whatever the management or some parampara and our guru, acharya, they gave us the rules and regulations, we have to strictly follow those rules. We don't have to engage in ourselves and just we manufacture something and not like that. We have to strictly follow the regulative principle of cleanliness and then offering will be accepted. That means we have to go through the our channel linking up. Otherwise, beautiful light is there. If we are not connected with the powerhouse, and useless. Like That means Mandanam Lokaranjanam. There is one sloka. Jati Dharma Abhaktasya Abhakti Bhaktihinasya Bhaktihinasya who don't have the bhakti and what will happen? That is mean Mandanam Lokaranjanam. Whatever they are doing only for the pleasing of the mass of the people, not benefit for himself. Mandanam Lokaranjanam. And then there is another sloka also, just decorating the dead body. Useless. Maitreya Vacha. Angoti Javacha Srutva Yijamana Sudurmanaha Tata Prastu Besre Jat Vacham Yasyam Tata Anu Jaya. Yes, sir. Maitreya explained that King Anga, after hearing the statements of the priest, was greatly aggrieved. Why that happened? Anga is the Jain's father, and he is, at that time he took permission from the priest to break his silence and inquired from all the priests who were present in the sacrificial event. Somebody is there. We know soon. We that 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 king, that the princess, prince. नागच्छत्याहुता देव न गृह्णन्ति ग्रहानिह सदस्यपतयो ब्रूत किं वत्यं मया कृतम्. King Anga addressed the priestly order. My dear priests, kindly tell me what offense I have committed. Although invited, the demigods are neither taking part in the sacrifice nor accepting their shares. Satasat Pataya Uchu. Narade Naradeveha Bhagavato Nagam Avan Manakam Stitam Asa Astekam Praktanagham Agham Yedi Yatriku Toma Praja. The head priest said, O king, in this life we do not find any simple activity, even within your mind. So you are not in the least offensive. But we can see that in your previous life you perform simple activities due to which, in spite of your having all qualifications, you have no sin. The purpose of marrying is to beget a son, because a son is necessary to deliver his father and forefathers from any hellish conditional life in which they may be. Chanakya Pandit therefore says, Putrahinam griham sunyam. Without a son, married life is simply abominable. King Anga was a very pious king in his life, but because of his previous sinful activities, he would not get a son. It is concluded, therefore, that if a person does not get a son, it is due to his past sinful life. What his what he did like that. It's not the easy task. Nowadays, they are voluntarily not begetting the children. That's a big offense. Voluntarily, I heard that. They are living together. But what is why they are not getting married? Living together. That's it. Both of them, they don't want to take halal, anything, disturbance. But that is a, condemn them animal life. It's not even though they are animals. Like hell is. According to the Shastra and Acharya, I am not saying my whimsically, but like that. See, this all thing happened by their previous activities. So I have to accept it. And for future, we have to do something good. Who don't have children and who don't have sons, they have to be serious for this life. Seriously, they have engaged their life, and next life they will get the better life, good birth, everything. तथा साधया भद्रं ते आत्मानं सुप्रजं निपः इष्टते पुत्रकामस्य पुत्रं दस्तेति यज्ञभूति Okay, we wish all good fortune for you. You have no son. But if you pray it once to the Supreme Lord and ask for a son, and if you execute the sacrifice for that purpose, the enjoyer of the sacrifice, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will fulfill your desire. Akama sarva kama va matsya kama udarari tivrena bhakti yogena yajate purusam padam. Who don't have desire, who have everything, who wants to everything, who don't want to anything, and who wants to liberation. They have to come to the complete surrender unto the Lord, and He will fulfill all desires. So, तथा सो आगत्यानि ग्रहीष्यन्ति दुभौकसः यद यज्ञ पुरुष साक्षात् अपत्यया हरिर्व्रत हरिर्वृता. Translation. When Hari, the supreme enjoyer of all sacrifices, is invited to fulfill your desire for a son, all the demigods will come with him and take their shares in the sea. Without son, even though demigods they are not accepting. But Lord accepting, just do not forget that one. Demigods are, they have certain rules and regulations. But for Lord, Jati, Pati, Suti, Dharma, no. That's why He is Lord. He didn't discriminate. Oh, this is good for good family, bad family. He doesn't want it. Bhavagrai Janardana, who have the love of Godhead, they will get to His abode. No, no discrimination within the Lord's law. But a demigod's law and a human being's law, there is discrimination. This is my people, and these other people, and kinsmen, all the things, and relatives, and all. But in the Lord eyes, everybody is son and daughter who wants to come with him, and he just welcome them and just embrace them and give them all opportunity. Not for everyone who don't wants to come back and who wants to forget him. That potential also provided by him. Whenever a sacrifice is performed, it is the main for satisfying Lord Vishnu. There is one sloka, which sloka is that? Vishnu, the enjoyer of the fruits of all sacrifices, and when Lord Vishnu agreed to come to a sacrificial arena, all the demigods naturally follow their master, and their shares are offered in such a sacrifices. The conclusion is that the sacrifices performed are mean for Lord Vishnu, not for the like it's we when we are pouring water on the roots of the tree and all the branches and all the fruits are nourished. Same thing when we put it in the belly, and belly will supply everywhere. We don't have to give separately for see the eyes. We have to give you something here for hear the ear. We have to give some no, not like that. If we are putting the proteins within the belly, stomach will supply. And just see that is also a wonderful thing. Lord saying, "Aham Vaishwanara Bhutta Pachanyam Annam Chaturvidam." He is saying, I am the Vaishwanara Agni, Vaishwanara fire in within the belly, stomach, and then digesting four types of Chaturvida. That means drinkable, chewable, and uh, how to say, drinkable, chewable, leaking, uh, leakable, whatever. Four types of things he will accept. And he rises. Actually, he is doing that. And all the demigods also working for us, clicking for ear, clicking of the eyes. There is all the demigods. And for everything, demigods are within the body. They are helping us to, to speak, to see, to hear, all the two respiration like that. And Bhaktaram Eketavasa Sarvaloka Maheshwaram Suridam Sarvbhutana Gyatvam Santimritsati. Who will get the peace? Asanta Chetuto Sukha. If somebody is not, that means Bhaktaram who wants to peace, they have to come to this conclusion is that all the sacrifice should be do for the Lord's pleasure. Bhaktaram Eketavasa. He is the real enjoyer. Eketavasa Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. He is the Mahan Ishwar, great ruler, every local planet. He is Sarvaloka Maheswaram. Suridam Sarvabhutanam. He is the well wisher of all the living entities. Gyapamam Santimasari, who know this fact and they will get the peace. That is the peace formula. Prabhupada writing peace formula. Many books are there. Peace formula, easy journey to another planet, life from home to life, coming back, many things. So this is the thing, and now they are suggesting the king, you have to pray for the Supreme Lord for the sun. And if you get the sun, and then all the demigods will automatically please. Because God is pleasing, and then servant automatically please. That's why you have to be the children, son, and for that you have to pray for the Supreme Lord. Mahapuran ji. But what type of song will come?